Welcome back. One of my favorite things about TechLounge is when we have cancellations and I can fit in my friends. So right now we're joined by Dom Esposito. Dom, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
So if you guys don't know Dom, he makes amazing videos on YouTube like we do. So welcome, Dom.
Thanks for having me. Yeah.
Of course.
Glad I can be your fill-in.
Yeah, no, and I actually wanted to get you into the stream, but then it's difficult. You have like all these companies that want to join, and you're kind of like, can I get everyone in? It's hard, right?
Yeah,
and I thought I would see you here, and so it worked out totally.
You know what's funny is Vergara earlier, he was like, if you hang out at the Intel blogger booth long enough, you'll end up on the live stream. So
it took you like 10 seconds.
Yeah, I know. I walked up and here I am. So yeah.
Awesome. So is this your first IFA?
No, this is my second IFA. I was here last year. Yeah.
Nice. So what do you think of this? So you liked it? You came back?
Yeah. It was fun. Yeah.
So like different than last year?
Well, for me, I've actually I didn't come on any of the public days. So being here on last year, being here on a public day is way different.
It's way different. I'm afraid the children will get crushed.
I know. I feel so bad. Like I'm running through like crowd of people, through here, and I'm like, sorry, excuse me, pardon me, excuse me. I'm sorry, I don't mean to run into you if I do. Yeah. So. Yeah.
I was at the Acer booth earlier today, and there was this like 8-year-old girl getting like an airbrush tattoo of like Predator onto her arm.
Oh wow.
I was like, whoa.
At Acer.
At Acer.
Wow.
Yeah. Like. More so than other shows, you get this weird level of public interaction.
Yeah.
Right, where they're coming up with these things for kids to do and families to do. Whereas CES,
this is nothing like that.
This is nothing like that. No. It's totally different.
This is almost bigger than CES. I'd say this is bigger.
Actually,
right?
I found out because Sascha keeps saying it, and I didn't believe him, so I Googled it. But this is apparently the largest consumer electronics show in the world.
Okay, I would believe it. I mean, well, because the thing is like a couple of those buildings over there are the size of CES, just based on multiple levels.
That's true.
What it would seem like to me, anyway.
That's true. Yeah. No, you're totally right. And something that you think is just a connecting hallway is an entire hall.
Which makes it very difficult for us to get around. So.
And find a bathroom.
Yes.
Actually, I don't know how many tweets I've sent out this show about being stuck in a presser, having to pee, thinking I'd find something along the way and not.
Yeah, I've been silent on social media because my brain is so just messed up from traveling, and I'm trying to tweet at relevant times for my audience, but it just doesn't happen because I'm sleeping when they're relevant.
Yeah, no, so. It's totally true. And so for the live stream, we're actually focusing it on English this time because IFA is Germany, and we're big German publications. Usually we do things in German, but this time we're like, you know what? The world needs to know about IFA.
Yeah, definitely. It's cool. Yeah.
So what's been your highlight of the show?
Man, I think I was telling you this earlier. Is the Gear S2 and the Gear S2 Classic. I particularly like the S2 Classic.
Yeah. Can we actually play the footage of that? Because it's a dope looking watch.
It's very, very pretty. I mean, I think that the S2 Classic is a bit more my style, just because it seems like it can kind of go with everything. The S2, which funny enough is the primary model, seems a little bit more sporty, I guess.
Yeah. So when this is the S2. S2,
yes,
so
that's the S2.
It's this one here. And so I actually edited this video before I got hands-on.
Okay.
And I honestly thought when I was editing it that the S2 was plastic. Right?
Oh, this one or the other one?
No, the other one. So I thought that this was the metal one, and that they had a second plastic one, because this one, I don't like how it's shiny, to be honest with you.
It would be nice in a matte black or
if
just
it was
a regular
matte black,
silver.
I do like it how it has those like notches on the side.
I'm a fan of the notches.
So this is the thing that we both freaked out about when we briefly talked about it before the stream. It's the aha moment of course this is how you should be interacting with the phone.
Yes, that's what I was saying. It's like, I don't know if a lot of people realize this or not, but the rotating bezel is, in my opinion anyway, and I believe in Samsung's opinion, the primary input source for this watch.
No, absolutely. I mean, you can use it as a touchscreen, because I think you have to. If it didn't have a touchscreen, we would be like, what do you mean?
Yeah, of course. I mean, because when you're rotating through the interface, if you want to select something, you tap in the center of the screen.
Yeah.
But I feel like you're doing minimal taps than like swiping on. It's just crazy what they've done with Tizen. I can't believe it's maturing now.
Yeah, no,
in the way that it has.
This is the thing, is that I thought when the whole kind of Tizen thing happened and everyone was broken
like
up.
The original Gears.
Yeah.
And those were kind of bad, though.
They were really bad. Actually, this is the first watch that Samsung's made that doesn't.
Oh, yeah.
look awful.
No, the feedback that I've seen on this is actually incredible. You know, it literally is converting people and giving them buyer's remorse of people that have owned Apple Watches. They're like, wow, like in the comments of my video.
So you actually just shot a comparison video.
Yes, with the Gear S2. That's where I'm seeing all those comments at.
So walk me through that, because honestly, I'm not a huge fan of the Apple Watch.
Yeah, well, I mean, the Apple Watch, I feel like everything that's going on with the Apple Watch, it's very ambitious what it's trying to do.
It's like you're wearing one.
Yeah, well, yeah. There was so much going on with that watch, and there still is. That really, I mean, at the end of the day, I just need notifications. Like I could really care less about anything else.
Like a Pebble.
Pebbles, yeah. I have a Pebble Time as well. Yeah. Uh-huh. But like, there's something about this Gear S2, and it just looks. It looks good.
I
want it. You know?
Yeah. I want it too, and I tried it on, and it doesn't look too big on my wrist. Yeah. And that's been my challenge a lot of the time, is that you just can't.
Yeah.
You just can't wear I can't wear a man's watch.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I think I just need some education on it, because when I dress myself, I put on a jacket and I get the watch caught in the jacket.
Yeah.
Or like, it's just things I don't know how to do.
I was never a watch person before. I kind of just forced myself to be a watch person with the smartwatches because, you know, it's our industry. And as we go into that, we kind of have to learn it. And it's not like I didn't think it was cool. I've been dreaming of this kind of stuff when I was a kid. You know, like it's just having some kind of Dick Tracy watch or something like that. What's cool about the Samsung watch, though, is that it works on all Android devices now, as aside from just the Samsung devices. And even cooler is on Monday, I believe, they announced that Android Wear is working with iOS as well.
With iOS, yeah, absolutely.
So now there's just like everybody's getting along, you know.
Yeah,
I love it. Well, at least the Android side of things is getting along.
That's true.
You know, probably not
They're
Apple.
all playing nice. Everyone's, I mean, you know what device works for you? You can use it wherever you want.
It's just like it's better for everybody that way, I feel like.
It is true, though. It is true. So what else has kind of caught your eye here at the show?
Okay, well, yesterday I was playing with the Xperia Z4 Premium. Mm-hmm. And, okay, 4K, it's cool.
Yeah.
I like 4K. I have a 4K TV. I edit on 4K monitors, but...
I'm jealous.
But at that size and that resolution, I honestly couldn't see a difference between a 1440p panel and a 4K panel at all.
Yeah, I mean, that's the reality, is that after a certain PPI, our eyes just don't see it.
It's a cool marketing gimmick. I love it. I love pixels, but... but yeah, I mean, really...
The battery drain alone.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
The battery drain alone
Let's talk about that. Because Sony is claiming 2 days. 2 days. That is crazy.
It's impossible. It's
not going to happen.
It's impossible.
What is it?
3420, 34...
Something like that.
Yeah, 3420, 3480, something like that, yeah.
And a 1440p smartphone with that battery life, the same processor and same RAM, I'll barely make it a day.
So here's the thing. I actually have a Z5, the regular one, right? Yeah. I borrowed it. Yeah. I've got it. I can't judge it too harshly because it's not out of the market.
Yeah.
But the battery life isn't looking...
Superb. Yeah.
I mean... It's hard to judge it early, but then when you think about what OnePlus did with the 2 and the Snapdragon 810 processor, they changed the heatsink architecture, right, and completely redid everything so that they wouldn't have the same thermal issues. I don't think that Sony did that.
Yeah, I don't think there's an official word on that or not.
I mean that's the thing. I mean, the press conference was like...
They would be saying it if they had made improvements.
I think they would have said it.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I think we have to wait. We have to wait until it actually is released.
Finalized software,
final hardware, all these types of things. But I do have to admit, boy, is that camera killer.
It looks... I haven't really tested it outside of just having it in the hall, yesterday.
So,
but
I took it out to the summer garden yesterday. I should have brought it in here with me. Anyways, the thing about that 0.03 autofocus is for real.
Yeah, it's
right?
fast.
It's fast. And it does... I don't necessarily think that, like, me taking photos of my dog and kids is, like, the primary reason why it's awesome. It's video. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah.
It's your ability to go from close to far and not have it do that, like, oh wait, my camera's on mushrooms.
Yeah,
it's kind of like, whoa.
That jello effect.
Yeah, that jello effect that we all hate.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's not there.
Yeah, no, I mean, Sony, Sony makes some of the best sensors in the world. I would argue, I'm a Sony kind of fan, so I would say that they make the best camera sensors. And anybody who's using something other than a Sony sensor should just be using a Sony sensor.
I agree.
They just know what they're doing with imaging. And them making their own camera just never is a bad thing. Unfortunately, there are some downsides like battery and performance, and who knows how these things are going to stack up in real world usage. And I think real world usage, people are outside in the world using their phones daily, are probably going to use it way harder than you did just in your brief couple of days.
That's true.
But hopefully things change, and like you said, we can't really speak to its final.
Yeah, we can't. But the photo quality is amazing. So Josh from Android Authority took it to task last night. So back here was a Daikind. It's okay. I had no idea what I was in for, but like there was 1 foot of feathers on the floor down there.
Oh wow!
Right, and there was a guy on a boat that was being lifted by the crowd, throwing the bag of feathers.
I think I heard something about. There's a concert too.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It was. Yeah. There was also a concert.
Yes.
There wasn't just that.
Yeah.
Right, but Josh caught the beginning of it before the feather mayhem happened. But he took the Z5 to task, right? And like we took photos all around here, selfies, close-ups. It's good.
Nice.
It's good.
Yeah.
Like close up on the sides of business cards, sharp on Zoom. Like they're really delivering, and that's one of the things that I've always that I need from a smartphone. I need a good camera.
I just, and I beg of you, Sony, if you're listening out there, please just give us a decently early US launch, because you never like. It's like a year later usually when it comes out, and sometimes it's some weird Verizon variant. So nothing against Verizon, but I just want like an unlocked Z5.
Just do it. Just put it onto Amazon.
Yeah.
You don't even need to do a shop.
I know, yeah.
Just put it onto Amazon. People will figure it out.
I don't want to
figure it out.
I will import it if I have to. I don't want to though.
Yeah, no, I'm actually really lucky with Sony. So Taiwan is one of the markets that gets the devices early.
Yeah.
Like not even on time. It's one of the early release markets, Japan and Taiwan.
Yeah.
Right. So I actually really luck out with being able to have sample, and they let me keep them for like 6 months, and so I really get to live in the phones. And I notice that whenever I leave a Sony, I have to readjust my charging patterns, right? Because when they do it's not 2 full days of battery life, right?
Yeah.
Minimal use, 2 full days, charge the next night.
But it'll be a weird in between. Well, more than a day.
It's definitely go out, maybe a little bit late, go to bed, wake up, get to work, or something like this, then charge my phone.
Okay.
Right, so I can definitely do a morning commute or some sort of go for a coffee and still have my phone.
And it's nice not have to worry about that.
Yeah. And then with other phones sometimes you have to charge every night, which I'm not okay with that anymore.
That's I've been digging the Note and the Edge Plus too. I mean, I don't know. The Note's not coming out for you at all, right?
No, it is.
It?
It is.
Okay.
It is. It's here. So I have. I've been using the Edge 6. S6 Edge Plus.
I know, it's a mouthful.
It's an awful name.
I know. I just don't understand.
I just don't understand why they would call it that. I hate it.
Yeah. Well, whatever. It's a nice phone though. So. It's funny because I made my review and I was like, you know what? There's no reason for me not to hate this phone, right? It's beautiful. Yeah.
And the battery life is okay. And people were like, oh, I can't believe you didn't talk about the RAM issues. I'm like, I never experienced any RAM issues. Well, everyone is on the internet.
That's what people were saying. Yeah.
Happened to me.
But they're saying if you open 6 or 7 apps and are trying to flip between them back and it's some very weird circumstances that I don't think are
anyone actually. And
the true geeks like myself will know that. The true geeks will know that, but I don't think that anybody else.
What about did you see the Pengate stuff that blew up for a sec?
Yeah, I did a teardown of one to figure out why.
Oh, did you? I didn't see that.
Yeah,
I didn't see that because it kind of happened. It kind of happened when I was on the plane.
Yeah.
So I kind of got off the plane and I was like, I can't even look into this right now.
Oh man.
So tell me all about Pengate.
So I wish I had the note in here with me, but it's actually I might. Do I? I don't think I do.
That's the thing about pockets of geeks.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, where did that phone come from?
Yeah, I don't believe it. Oh, I do have it in here, actually. Oh,
nice.
Yes, there we go.
All right, so we will be showing a device here.
So the thing about the Note 5, the only bad thing is that...
I can hold your mic for you, and you can kind of show
the only bad thing...
Just let him get set up here.
About the microphone, or about the microphone.
About the pen.
The only bad thing about the pen, and this is... Okay, I must warn you that this will break your phone, and it's so stupid, so don't try it. Like, that's just my pre-warning. It'll just slide in there with no problem. I mean, there's zero resistance of this falling in there. So, and the only instances where this would ever happen is A, you're dumb like me and try it. B, you had your kid playing with it, and I could see that being a realistic thing happening.
Which your kid just plays with
it.
They're
drawing, and they try to put it away. Or C, it's late, it's dark, something.
Yeah.
But the thing is that there's a little pin that sticks up on the side of here. And that's what makes the S Pen detection happen. So when you put it in there, the little pin slides up out of the way like that.
Yep.
And it detects whether or not the pen is there. The problem is when you put it in this way, the pin will still slide up because it's angled like that.
Right.
But that lip of that pen gets caught on the pin.
Okay.
And so it won't come out, and the only way to take it out is to break it. And then you completely ruin and destroy the S Pen detection.
Okay.
Again, this is a very, very silly thing to make a thing. So don't do it. Don't. It's a silly thing. I was curious as to why it did it, so I had a repair shop take it apart.
Okay.
And see exactly why it breaks the S Pen.
Okay.
But otherwise, it's nothing you need to do.
It's nothing that's really going to happen.
No, it will not happen to your phone. It's not anything to worry about. Please don't make it more of a thing than it is. Yeah.
I got off the plane and I was checking Twitter and I was like, Pengate, please. I can't even.
I think they were calling it Pengazi.
Oh, is it Pengazi?
I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
It was a couple of them. There was like S Pengate, Pengazi. The internet was running wild with this.
Running wild.
Mainly the people that just want to find something wrong with the phone.
With the Note.
Because there's always got to be that group that's something's wrong with this. Let's pitchforks.
Well, I mean, like Samsung has their fanboys and Samsung has their haters.
Oh yeah,
right?
Everybody does. Yeah. And I mean, look at the iPhone thing from last year.
Yeah.
that I think that was blown a little out of proportion.
I guess that's maybe the job of the internet, just to run wild, whenever they can.
I like it, and I like it's a love-hate relationship I have with running wild on the internet. So. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, Dom, that was an entire 25 minutes.
Hey.
I don't know about you guys, but that didn't feel like it for me.
Went by pretty fast.
It did.
Yeah.
All right. So, any last things you want to bring up for the show? Because we have a couple of minutes we can sneak in there.
I don't know. I'm looking forward to kind of exploring in the wild out here in IFA, and not because there's a lot of things that were announced, but I think that some of the hidden gems are the things that weren't really announced to the masses,
Yeah.
Like what you were talking about, the smart suit.
So, the smart suit, Samsung has a human fit project.
Yeah.
So it's fashion in technology, right?
That's
so it's
cool.
Fashion first. So we're going to have them on the stream tomorrow, and they're going to be showing off, so it's an NFC cuff to transfer your business card.
Yeah.
But I was like, how much is the cuff? They're like, no, we're not selling the cuff, we're selling the suit. What?
I want one of those suits.
What? So do
Can I have a review suit, please?
I'll try to get you one because they only come in men's, and the workout gear is a little too tight for me to wear on camera. All right, so we're gonna cut to a quick break. We're actually gonna go to an interview with one of the project managers at Netflix, where we're gonna learn a little bit about how people have differing usage patterns, and binge watching has kind of changed the way that people consume media. So check out the website if you're not watching this live stream on mobilegeeks.de/techlounge and you're just on Twitch. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll be back in just a few minutes.